Hello and welcome to yourlocalnote.com. Appreciate you joining us. We got another vidcast. We're featuring Suzanne and Mike tonight. We're going to be talking about their LP, Pong Chemistry. Can't wait to check that out. We'll first play some music, but just want to remind you real quickly what we got going on. That we stream 24/7. We've got free apps. Just go to the App Store, type in YLN, download it for free, and you can take yourlocalnote.com with you anywhere you go, and you can keep up with what's happening with the Philly music scene. We've got a concert calendar, so you can see where your favorite band is playing. As I said, we stream 24/7. We've got updates. We've got all sorts of great stuff on our site. So if it has to do with the Philadelphia music scene, you can find it on yourlocalnote.com. So we're going to start everything off with cut number 1 off the LP, Pong Chemistry, from Suzanne and Mike. The song is called I Feel I'm Falling on yourlocalnote.com.
I'd like to think this way makes me feel better, and I close my eyes, imagine this through. But it's getting harder when there's nothing but bad news. They sensationalize misfortune for a treat, and it hits my heart. I feel I'm falling on my knees, and I feel I'm falling up against it all. When it's hard to face, always fighting it. When I feel I'm falling, going down there. When I feel I'm falling, never let it wait. It's in the power. Power's never true. I'm not a Democrat, but Republican I'm me. I'd like some peace before I leave this world for good. Forget about politics and who can conquer who. And I feel I'm falling up against it all. When it's hard to face, always fighting it. When I feel I'm falling, going down there. When I feel I'm falling, never let it wait.
song is called I Feel I'm Falling, and the album is Ping Pong Chemistry, and we're hanging with Suzanne and Mike. It's Suzanne Veronica and Michael Anthony Passaro. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Guys, welcome to yourlocalnote.com.
Thank you.
Appreciate you hanging out. Okay, let's talk about the first song, and then we're going to talk about how you guys got together. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, first song, I Feel I'm Falling. Who wrote the song? What is it about?
We both wrote it, and what it's about is kind of was inspired by the political negativity always in your face.
Right.
And there's a lot of conversation about that in my family.
Okay.
A couple of people in my family have kind of inspired the song.
Positively
I
or
really
negatively?
Negatively, because I don't really want to discuss it.
Right.
I don't bury it, but especially on the holidays. you know,
Yes.
it just
No politics at the dinner table.
so it gets a lot of people down.
Yeah.
Including myself. I feel like I'm falling.
Okay, so that inspired you to write it.
The lyrics came from that situation.
Okay.
The melody's a separate entity. I had the melody first.
The melody first. Does that happen often, or
It happens most of the time.
the melodies first,
99 3/4.
and then the words come later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really much later, because they either hit you or they don't.
Okay. Very cool.
Starts to
Very
tell
cool.
you what it wants to say.
All right, thanks. How did you guys get together? You're veterans of the music scene.
Well-
have you been playing together for a long time? How does this work? Give us a background.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I've been playing since I was 5 years old. I started as a drummer.
So about 5 years.
5 years.
7, actually.
Seven, okay.
And then I started playing guitar, which led to bass and mandolin. I played all these instruments. My mother never let me out of the house, so I had a lot of practice at home.
Okay.
Just once again. But one day back in years ago, I went out to the music store to buy some drumsticks and stuff, and we had a mutual friend of ours that was on the corner, and I started talking to Suzanne, and
Pretty simple. I was walking my dog.
I was already recording,
So music has been something you just have been
Right.
doing since you can remember.
I started a home studio, and I said, well, if I'm going to record, rather than go to a studio, I figure I'd build my own studio. And then it just happened in conversation. I said, do you write? And she goes,
I said, what do you mean, melodies and lyrics?
Right.
And he said, yeah. I said, no. Which I did.
Okay.
But I always did on my own. No one really heard anything.
So you're playing hard to get.
Well, I absolutely had no confidence in letting
Okay.
anybody hear anything. But
Right.
he got me starting it, think about it again.
Okay.
And I guess about a month later, when I finally contacted him, because I checked him out with a friend, he
Right.
was not crazy or anything. But so I started thinking about, melodies again and
that was
writing
another
again.
mutual friend, and she said,
Yes.
there's this guy, lives on 17th Street, and
I asked
he
about
plays
him.
all these instruments, and then he goes, oh yeah, Mike. So
Yeah.
and then finally she called me. It was on a
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon. I think we got together like Monday night or something.
Uh-huh.
And the first time we just sat down, we were just singing and playing,
And
I didn't have anything at that time,
Yeah.
and we really couldn't get together on a song
Right.
other than "Love Me Tender."
yeah, we were playing like Love Me Tender, stuff like
Right,
that. But
right.
you need,
Finally, because I knew all the standards, he knew all the modern. It was like,
and that's how it really worked
Yes.
out. I mean, she came from standards, and she did things with like country twang, and here I'm the rocker,
Right.
part metal, classic rock, and then she's going, oh, you can't do it like that, and we just like reinvented everything that we did.
Okay.
So now it's like you hear people listen to our stuff and go, I can't put my finger on who it sounds like.
Right.
And that's just exactly what you want to hear.
That's great.
Because you have your own. And she has her own style of vocals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a style, the way she writes and everything, that inspires me. Makes me go over the top tenfold because I hear things, it's like she triggers me.
Mike
That's great.
plays every instrument on that CD.
Really?
Yes.
So you self-taught?
No, I have some formal training,
Okay.
drums, a little bit.
Very little.
I would go to, I must have had like 5 guitar teachers. I would go to them and pick their brain and
Okay.
then say, okay, he's not showing me anymore, and I go to somebody else.
Okay.
But I basically self-trained,
Okay.
And from that point on, I've always, if I didn't become a guitar player, I'd probably be a drummer today.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of the drums.
But in the studio, you can really save a lot of money by being a lot of different
Right.
people.
And then when we write,
Everybody,
I do everything.
drummer, keys, mandolin,
Really?
bass, guitar is primary instrument, drums.
Drums. You
Okay.
lay down the pocket, you get the bass.
Right.
It's the natural science of it. You get the drums and the bass, you know where the song's going from that point on. Guitars, then that's when the work starts coming in.
So is it safe to say you handle the music and the words, and then Mike does a lot of the arranging?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is that how you guys work together?
I'll rearrange something, but it's a chemistry. We work as one head.
Okay.
It's amazing the way it,
Yes, I'll come in with the melody on
simple
on
chords.
guitar because I just play rhythm, and then if he likes it, or of course I like it or I want to play. But then again, I played things I didn't like, and he liked, and then I liked it. Whatever, and then it goes from there.
Right.
You know.
Okay. So
basic.
it's a partnership, a
Yeah,
teamwork.
it's
that way.
total. It's
And
total.
sometimes it's ping pong chemistry.
We engineer and produce it together.
Uh-huh.
Suzanne does all the artwork on the CDs.
Okay.
I have.
So you
Yes.
are very much self-contained.
Yes,
Right,
we are.
we have our own record label.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have other bands and artists that are on the label with you?
No.
Okay.
Just us ourselves.
Just
one,
us?
one time,
We had one our CDs. We had a gentleman named Tony Reyes who
Okay.
played with Sash Jordan.
Okay.
Came and did some vocal work, some bass. He re-recorded.
that
what
was
I
a
had.
2002 album.
Yeah.
Right,
And
okay.
another great drummer played on it, Richie DiCarlo,
Uh-huh.
who's known very
Right.
massively on the scene.
That was also the 2002 album.
But
Okay.
that was about the only guest that we
That
really
was
had.
about-
Is it because you don't have enough time to spread out because you're focused on your
We kind
music?
of don't try to fix what works.
Okay.
It's worked so well for us over the years because as we're writing, I'm hearing everything, the bass, I'm hearing the drums, and it's hard to tell another musician, this is what I want you to do.
But
Right.
I think we'll have some guests on the album we're working on now.
Oh,
Future,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're already working. You've got
Oh,
ping pong
absolutely.
chemistry out there, and you've got up more songs.
It never stops.
You're constantly writing.
Yeah, it never stops.
We have a probably total catalog of
300 or
300
more.
songs recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
How many albums have you put together?
6.
Okay.
And a
That-
single,
that's
we
the
released a
sixth.
single. We released a
We,
single.
we released a 10-year death anniversary of Princess Diana
Okay.
in memory of her. It was called Diana's Way.
Okay, and you
So
had
it-
all the songs were.
Just one.
It's just one,
One was
just-
a
oh.
single. we
one
released.
song on an album for her,
Oh, okay.
tribute to
Some
her.
people there was a girl
Yeah.
in England that loved
In
it.
England,
Oh, nice.
she flipped over it,
Really?
posted it.
Well, I said
lyrics.
England instead of Britain.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, I know. But the England sounds so.
Great Britain.
That
Yes.
was a while ago. That was her 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's that one and 6 full CDs.
Nice.
And right now we're working on our 4th song on the next.
On the next one.
Project.
And you'll do an album.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do this. Let's play the second song for tonight. It's cut number 11 on Ping Pong Chemistry. It is called "Cry No More." We'll play it, and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, you're hanging with us on yourlocalnote.com, the Vidcast. We've got Suzanne and Mike. The album is Ping Pong Chemistry. The song is called "Cry No More" on yourlocalnote.com.
Got a knock at my door. Just the rain comes through. Reminds me more when I was blue. Time I wanna forget. First time I cried. But I won't cry no more. Way I cried before for you. Tears on my face. Won't wipe them dry. Don't take my heart's place. Roll off my face onto the floor. Don't cloud my eyes.
song is called Cry No More. It's Suzanne Veronica and Michael Anthony Passaro, Suzanne and Mike. The album is Ping Pong Chemistry, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com. Let's get to that song then, Suzanne. What is this about? Cry No More. Is this sort of self-explanatory, or is there a story behind it?
No, very, very common story. I guess love, loneliness of no one being there for you.
Okay.
Although the song talks about the past of it and crying no more about it.
Okay, so you're over it and you're moving on.
Yes.
Okay. Now, your songwriting process, do you have to experience the topic that's in that song, or can you just see something and create a story around it, or is it a little bit of both?
You know, at one time I did that. I'm talking years ago. I created the story. Never worked.
Really?
For us.
You never felt it was comfortable?
It never felt good. When you went, now it's time to record it. And now emotionally, I could never get into it.
Okay.
I just can't. And it's like a lot of songs got dumped.
Really?
Yes, because of that. And it took a while, but I've learned, you know, the ones that came like this through experience.
Okay.
Not mine, not just his, but people I know have to be real careful because
but you
I write songs around their stories.
Right, but you knew about that. You knew about the background.
It's always true. That whole album, everything about word for word is a true story.
Okay, but not necessarily yours.
Not totally mine.
But you've been around it.
Absolutely experience that. Truly experience every emotion on that CD.
Do you, Michael? Yes. Do you ever try to change the songs a little bit, maybe the wording or something, if you feel it's not flowing right?
What Suzanne projects when she's writing in the process, and with the words and what I'm hearing coming off of her voice, inspires what I'm going to do musically.
Okay.
You know, deeply. Okay. You know, because if I don't feel it coming off of her, then I'm not going to feel it.
Okay. So if she's not feeling it, you're not feeling it.
Right. And we know right away.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be working on a song and you can see it's not going anywhere, but you know when you got that one, it's like, and it's funny, this CD was 11 for 11 songs, which before we wrote 30.
Oh, really?
What are we talking about?
30,
we had so many. We had
60
two albums
songs.
released at the same time.
Wow.
But this particular one,
it
wasn't 12
songs?
songs. It wasn't 9. It was 11 and 11.
And you're like, this is it.
Went right on the album.
Right.
It was
11
like,
songs.
I want to stop at 11 because the next album will also be 11. And that's the angel number.
Okay.
1111.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
Today's 11/11.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
And it freaked me out because when I first...
So we should be playing the lottery soon.
I think I was talking to Mike on email, and we had booked on the 10th. And
no, that was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
And then you came back and said, I'm sorry, it's already taken.
Yeah.
Can you do the 11th?
Right.
I was like, yeah.
She texts me, she goes, 11/11.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the angels are with us.
Nice.
All the time.
And this started from me seeing 11/11 on everything. I look at my watch, 11/11.
Okay.
I said, it's driving me crazy. I go down a road and you see clearance signs 11/11.
It's all consecutive numbers,
It's following me
actually.
everywhere.
333, 222. It's a communication.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is there a theme to this album, Ping Pong Chemistry, or the songs don't really?
Pretty much not one theme.
Okay.
It talks about karma, and it talks about hope and loss.
Okay.
Not one particular theme.
All right. Now the question I'm always curious, and this is more not really geared towards your music, but it's geared towards the industry, because we're going through a transition now, and we've talked about it before we even started tonight's show. But you do albums. You've got 6 out. This is your 6th, and you're already working on your 7th. You said you got 4 songs already done.
Yes.
Is it? With the transition, for example, we know that the record industries are suffering because CD sales are down. Last year they were down 9%. This year they're already down 14%.
They don't have us.
That's part of it. But at the same time, do you think it may be more advantageous for you music to do fewer songs and release EPs so you can get them out faster? What's your thoughts on that?
Well,
Mike always said, when you release an album with only 6 songs on it, doesn't look good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I come from the school where it looks like, well, that's all you have.
Right.
If your EP is everyone knows that this is just like a little sample coming out, preview. You know, is that what they are?
EPs
Preview.
are sometimes.
Then maybe that would be okay.
But here's a thought, and again, this is not a debate. This is just a conversation and exchanging of ideas. Sure. We know of one band that has released a single every couple of months or every 2 months, and at the end of the year they put them together.
And
send
that's
it
a
out
cool
that
idea,
way.
That's a cool
actually.
idea.
So they're constantly they've got new music coming out constantly.
Right.
And I thought, to me, it's
It's a
struck
great
well.
idea if you think about
And
it.
Right.
you could actually,
You spoon feed the public.
Exactly.
and you get a good idea of what works.
Yeah.
Because you can play them live,
Yeah.
Yeah.
acoustically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you bring their focal attention to.
I like
this
that
Feel
idea,
I'm
Mike.
Falling. We put that out. You see the focus. The focus is on that song, and
Right.
then Promise. When we release Promise, the focus on that song. I mean, we get a lot of feedback
Yes.
from people who listen to the CD. And
Right.
We haven't heard one bad thing yet on the
Good.
CD.
Good.
This is
I-
the honest truth.
The honest
because
truth, yeah.
in the albums in the past, you would get a lot of mixed.
Mix
Yeah,
them.
you
You know,
Okay.
This
Yeah.
one.
This one is hitting home.
I
Yeah.
have one compliment
It
where
kind
it
of
says
surprised us. We were like,
good.
it's great to listen to an album cover to cover.
Right.
And that was what it was in the old days.
Yes.
I mean, back in the day, you would get an
Yes.
album like,
But then
I'll
when
just give you an example, like Deja Vu.
Right.
You listen to from the first song to the ninth song. It was great,
Yes.
the whole album.
Yeah.
You know,
That doesn't happen anymore.
it doesn't happen anymore. And I
It's-
think a lot of what the record industry does, they don't want you putting all your eggs in one basket.
Nope. They want to stretch it out.
yes.
They want to
And they got a
Makes
formula
sense.
too.
All right,
Which
now
makes
this
sense if
album,
you're
you
with
made
one.
6 hits. We got 6 radio airplays. We could have had 6 albums with 6 radio airplays.
Right. Right.
And that's what they do.
Yeah.
Which makes sense if you're with them.
Right.
But
Right.
But
that's what it
but what
changed.
has happened is you then get people saying, "I bought this album and I only like the one song."
It always
That
happens.
happened to me.
I've
And
done
I
it.
paid $16 for the freaking
I've
thing.
done it.
it's worth it when you like that song, that one song.
Not for $16.
No, they're not $16
Right.
anymore.
And this is
are
where
they?
I think,
But they used to be.
This is
Yeah,
what I
they
think the
used to
record
be.
industry does. They're looking at, if you got, there was one band, and I won't mention the name, who was putting out the first 4 albums were double albums.
Right.
They found out they were making the same amount of money
Yeah.
on double albums as they would on
Single
a single
albums,
album.
sure,
So that
sure.
stopped.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
which was a great thing in them days. I mean, you bought double album.
Oh, I know. I've got Elton John's "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road."
George
Peter
Harrison,
Frampton.
George Harrison with
And
All
Mike's
Things
going,
Must
"Yeah, that's what my parents used to listen to."
Yeah. But All Things Must Pass was 3 albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but that was, you know,
That was different, though. And the thing is, with the album, that's not happening so much, although I know some artists will continue to do this, and I get why they're doing that. They'll put an album together because there's a theme to it.
Right.
And all the songs tied together.
right.
And I think if you can do that, that's a good thing to do with an album because it all ties together, and people need to have all those songs to
Yeah.
tie the album together.
Yeah.
But if you've got singles, or if you've got songs, and you got 10, 12 songs, and they're not really cohesive, but they sound great, why not have it focused every 2 months? For 2 months, you're focused on that
No,
song.
I like that
great
idea.
idea.
So-
I think it's a great idea.
I think
You know.
it's.
That's my
You know,
background,
because
radio, little
It
promotion
takes a
and
long
stuff.
time to get, CD done, completed,
Right,
and then
right.
the process you have to go through.
Yes.
It was, and I recently found out about ISRC codes, which are real important, and they should be on your CD for anybody releasing.
And share that, because I've never heard this.
Oh, they're called ISRC codes, and they embed them either at the manufacturing plant
Right.
or
Or
at
mastering.
mastering, and anybody, they'll track you no matter who you
Oh,
are.
if you got
Yeah.
it and you didn't buy
And you
it.
can't-
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get it
Yes.
out. You can't get it out. It's in the music, the code.
I mean, this album has it. It's fully
Okay.
protected. I couldn't find anything else to do. And I have all these notes too.
Right,
and
right.
It's about that long.
Right.
Little texts,
Yeah.
But
you have to.
It's
You gotta protect-
important for anybody.
The
I mean,
artist
there's-
has to protect their music.
They're still going to get out there, but
Yeah.
at least you did it the right way. You know
Yeah.
you did it the right way, and
Yeah, very good. All right, let's go to song number 3, and then we'll come back and talk about it, and then we're going to tell people where they can see you play live and where they can get your music. So the song is called Fairy Tales. This is actually cut 10 off the album Ping Pong Chemistry. We're hanging with Suzanne and Mike on yourlocalnote.com.
You say you tried, you gave it your best, now you're all through. It wasn't meant to be, but believe you make what's meant to be. dream. The world's waiting for you. Make your wish come true. Believe in yourself, I do. And follow your heart all through. Surround yourself. It's your time. Do it now. Believe fairy tales come true. And every heart that holds a dream will too. Come on, live your dream and see. It's a small world after all. Reach on out, be all you are. Could you say you tried? And you really gave your heart a chance to try to? Could you stand there and say you could turn your back, walk away, proud to? In the end, would you say that every wish you had came true? In the end, would you say you followed your heart all through? Surrounded yourself and to what fills your life. It's your time. Do it now. Believe fairy tales come true. And every heart that holds a dream will too. Come on and live your dream and see. It's a small world after all. Reach on out, be all you are. Believe fairy tales come true. And every heart that holds a dream will too. Come on, live your dream and see. It's a small world after all. Reach on out, be all you are. Make it count, take a chance. Life is good, life is great.
The song is called Fairy Tales from the album Ping Pong Chemistry. It's Suzanne Veronica and Michael Anthony Passaro. They're joining us on yourlocalnote.com tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Let's get to that song then. Fairy Tales. Suzanne, what is this about?
This is self-explanatory also.
Okay.
And this is about not giving up, about pursuing your dream,
Dreams,
no matter
okay.
what it may be.
And no matter how long it takes.
There's no point in giving up.
Okay.
As long as you're breathing,
Okay.
why would you?
That's a great attitude. Some people don't think that way.
It's,
If they don't attain the dream right away, it's like, okay.
I mean, for some people, they can't full-time do what they dream and
Right,
pursue it.
right.
And they have families and, to
Sure.
feed.
Life gets in the way.
But even if it's an hour a day, there's no sense in not doing it.
You're still following your dream.
Of course.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Your dream could be
the worst
tomorrow.
thing
There's
can
people.
to do is regret.
Remember I said if you give up, you might. The people that gave up today,
They didn't know what
their
happened
dream
tomorrow.
could have been tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you never give up.
Okay. Very nice. All right, and this is a song that you put together, Mike. When you heard her put this song together, is this something that you felt that was great with the way it is, or is it something that you worked with on this?
Oh,
or
we
how did?
totally worked together on it. I mean,
Okay.
It's like. I listened to. First of all, you gotta write to a song the way it has to be written.
What
too.
it is.
You can't try to turn around and make it a heavy song. If it's
It's
listen to
nothing like
lyrics,
the other
melody.
ones.
So when you're writing your words, when you're writing lyrics, you already know what the melody you're going to match it
the
up
melody I have already.
Right.
It's always first.
And then I feed off
the
of it.
melody that defines the arrangement.
with. Okay.
Because this song is.
And then I say, okay, wow, I'm hearing this pocket, and I'll say, well, when I really get to the bass lines is what decides what the drums is going to do and
Okay.
what this is going to do. And then all of a sudden she'll go, let's try mandolin. It's pretty. Put a mandolin in there. Boom. That either stays or goes, And we might do separate. I mean, this time's what we took total songs and deleted it and start over again.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like kind of
We
what
knew
we're
the song
working
was
on.
worth it, but like
Yeah,
you say, okay, let's
because
change the
you-
tempo and.
When you're working on them, in one night, you might listen to it 30 times, and if it hasn't got you, punch
You give
you
up?
in the
You-
head.
you put it away?
And, yeah, if it hasn't gotten on your nerves yet, then you know it's good.
Okay.
Even though you already know it's good.
Right,
But
right.
after 30 times, your own song could get on your nerves.
Have you ever gone back to a song that you've given up on and then reworked it because you had another idea?
Put it
of
away
that?
and brought it back up. Well,
There's always something great came
when
up.
it was not when we weren't
Right,
feeling
right.
it. No.
No.
We figured
No,
that
it
Once
stays.
it's gone?
It's in the books.
Okay.
It's in the books.
here's our rule:
In our
if
books.
we don't feel it, then
Yeah.
how's somebody else going to feel it?
We actually have a song that we're gonna revamp, and it was done in 2000.
It was done in 2000, and we're going to go back and put
And
it in the
we
board.
played it live.
and people
Okay.
loved
And
it.
they loved it.
Oh, great.
And it was
That was
like,
a good feeling.
oh my God. And
We had another
yeah.
song we played from 1998. We did it acoustically.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, that's got to go on an album." And they were like, and it's kind of like says a lot because it was early in our writing.
Right,
That
right.
things today are standing up to.
That's
it's standing
good.
up to what we're doing today.
That's
Yeah,
good.
the only difference
Great
in
compliment.
re-recording it is just going to be the quality of instruments.
Right, because of the technology.
Our
that is
instrument
We polished
is
our,
so much.
you know.
Yeah. No, well, instead of this little piece of crap guitar, he has a J100
Okay.
or that he can use now. You know,
He's like,
"Sure."
back then we had this stupid little mic. What was it called?
I remember we cut vocals originally with like an SM57,
Yes.
and then we got a tube mic.
Even though he
and we went back and had to record the whole album, all the
Oh,
vocals.
wow.
It was like,
Yes.
oh my God, the work. But
Yes.
it was well worth it.
So you record all your music yourself?
Yes.
And so you
Totally.
self-produce?
Yes.
Do you ever try to get an outside ear, or you guys just trust what you're doing and you feel like the only outside ears you need are your fans?
Yes.
Yeah, we'd
Yes,
rather
the fans are the outside
big
ear.
say on it.
Anybody like personal, they'll drive
Yeah.
you crazy.
Okay. Do you ever play music that's new before you put it on an album just to see how your fans would react to it?
We were thinking of.
We never did that.
We never did that, and we have a few of our personal friends who do original music,
Yeah.
and they'll put it out there to see what the reaction is.
Right.
And they'll go, well, I can go on an album.
Okay.
You know, that they'll go by the fan reaction. And we're thinking of.
Trying that?
Well, we
Trying it.
did with the old one, and
Right, they were never on an. Right.
it's called "Are You With Me?"
Okay.
And we played it, and
It was never on an album.
it was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
they
never
were
on
like,
one of
that
the
was never
albums.
on an album. It was like, no,
Yeah.
It
And
was
here we
never on
pulled
an
it out,
album.
and people went, what was the other one now?
Yeah.
Oh, Shine, Shine,
well, that
Shine.
won't be, and it's a little goofy, but it won't be.
Yeah,
on the
but it was a
album.
fun
It's
song.
Cute.
It's a fun song to play live.
If we ever
Okay.
do a children's album, we play a children's
Okay.
album.
Where speaking of playing live, where can people find you playing live soon?
When's our next?
Well, we also have a cover band, Barometer,
that we play
classic.
So you're always playing.
As much as we're booked,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And so with the cover band, we do some of the originals,
Okay.
and we do great classic rock covers. And,
Okay. But
it's very-
but you do sets just with as Suzanne and Mike, correct?
Not whole sets. We
Really?
throw in 2 or 3 originals.
Okay.
People don't, they don't want to hear originals all night
All night. Okay.
when you're playing with a cover band.
Right,
and
right. But I'm saying when you're not playing with the cover band.
Oh
you
yeah,
have-
the other
Yeah.
night we
Oh,
were.
yeah,
at,
we do.
What's
Okay.
the name of that place?
was the Gypsy and Conchi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can people see you doing your stuff? All
Okay.
your stuff all the time.
All our stuff. We have a couple shows we're planning on. We'd like to we're looking at to go to North Star Bar.
Okay. So they're not
Yeah.
the dates aren't firm yet.
Firm,
No.
yeah. There's
Okay.
a lot of stuff in the
But the
talking.
next
Then-
acoustic gig is When?
We'll be at the Whip Pain Tavern. We're going to be doing an acoustic duo.
And when
and that's on the 22nd
of November. Okay, great. Then what you'll do is when those dates become firm, you'll send it to us so we can put it up on our site.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sound
yeah,
good?
We'll throw a lot of dates here. Right?
Excellent. Great.
That one's firm.
Great. Okay. How about where people can find your music?
Off the first 5 CDs and the Princess Diana release is everywhere.
Okay.
But
iTunes.
Yes.
Your website.
It's
What is your
everywhere.
website? Give that out.
SuzanneVeronica.com.
Okay, and then
It's both of ours, but I had to, put it in as whatever. But
it's just easier to remember.
Yes, you can't have,
A big, long
be this
name.
long.
Yeah.
So
People don't have the patience to type
Ping
that
Pong
long.
Chemistry is available only on that site.
SuzanneVeronica.com.
And all the other albums are too, but like I said, the 5 other ones and the single release is everywhere, iTunes and CD Baby and
Spotify.
they're the ones that put it everywhere.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, we're wrapping things up here. It's been great hanging with you guys.
It was great, RJ.
Good. I'm glad you had a
Mike.
good time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, let's real quickly talk about the last song, Promise. It's cut number 5 on the album. Suzanne, what is this song about?
It was about a friendship of mine, actually.
Uh-huh.
But when it gets to the bridge, I made it more relatable
To everybody.
as to everybody. You really can't get 100% personal.
Right.
You need to. So in a collective sense, if we could get past, certain things that we deal with in life with each other or with each other as a whole.
Right. Okay.
Then you go on and whatever. You have to listen to it.
We will. We're going to listen to it in just a few minutes here. Thank you so much again hanging with us.
RJ.
We really appreciate it. Just want to remind everyone we'll have another vidcast next week. Actually, we've got 2 live vidcasts coming up next week on Monday and Wednesday, the 17th and the 19th. But then we have a new vidcast featured on our website. That starts on Monday. We have all this good stuff happening on yourlocalnote.com. We stream 24/7. You want to find out where your favorite artist and band is playing, just go to our concert calendar. All that stuff is on our website, yourlocalnote.com. Okay, wrapping things up with Suzanne Veronica and Michael Anthony Passaro. The album is Ping Pong Chemistry, and this song is called Promise on yourlocalnote.com.
Broken windows crack like somebody's bleeding heart. Empty hallways, once filled with promise and truth. We'd go willing, but still you're looking for ways of how solace is found. I'll be with you as long as I ever could. If we could only get past all the hurting that we do, starting all over again. And it worked with me and you. Leave our ego that bled, only to separate us two. If you could only go there, then I promise I would do. Yeah, I promise I would. I'll believe you. I hear the sound of your voice and you're scared. Around the world, still seeking some